think about it, gotta dream about it, gotta find a way to do the things that make you feel the love. Gotta think about it, gotta dream about it, gotta find a way to do the things that make you feel the love. Gotta think about it, gotta dream about it, gotta find a way to do the things that make you feel the love. Gotta think about it, gotta dream about it, gotta find a way to do the things that make you feel the love. The streets feel love, we're mixed with light. Goes down, blown down, and life shines back. Going fast, such a blast on a train, on a boat, on a plane, so good to feel the rush again. And it's never coming down, we're invincible. You and I can, we take a spin down the highway, never let go. So we drive to the show and we shout, we don't know how it goes, so good to feel the rush again. And it's never coming down, we're invincible.
Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place. Something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see is you need help. But still you try so hard to cover up your games. try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You waste all of your time covering up your tracks. Spend all your days running away. You gotta watch your back, and that's the facts. You spend so much of your life scheming and trying to get over. Got you wondering why you come around. All you get is cold shoulder. Yeah, you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You try so hard. Yeah. You try so hard. You try so hard. Yeah. You try so hard. Give me, Can't run away from you. Still you try so hard to cover up your games. Got you thinking don't nobody see all this time. Ooh, it ain't nothing changed.
I'm here breaking my neck, looking over my shoulder. Stepped into your skin, got me tripping over myself. Figured I would say something, passing the time. If you come on over here, we could be on the same side.
Same side, 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 same side.
I'm here breaking my neck, looking over my shoulder. Stepped into your skin, got me tripping over myself. Figured I would say something, passing the time. If you come on over here, we could be on the same side. On the same side. On the same side. On the same
standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before.
I'm tickled pink that things aren't going my way, 'cause that would be boring. Spent my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date. It was only on my birthday. Never mind all the lines on the highway. Give me time to reflect a bit, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. Real good morning. Real good morning. I guess that things can only get better from here, but sometimes I wonder, I might have met the love of my life, but I lost a number. Never mind, she declined to the first date. I went to Vegas with a roommate. Never mind all the lines on the highway. I aim to misbehave, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. I'm just having a good day. Having a good lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. Was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb big sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. The memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
This is Enterprise Mission Control. Welcome. Please be seated and strap in, folks. It's go time. Who's ready for launch?
10.
Always no-go legal is go.
9.
QA has all the A's and is go.
8.
VP and IT are a go-go.
7.
Development says no code is go. Go for no code.
6.
Production is go.
5.
Marketing is go.
4.
Projects managed. We are go.
Then, folks, we are go across the board in
3. 2.
just one more thing, guy, is a go.
1.
We are go for liftoff. Welcome to Engage 2021.
With Smartsheet, every day is launch day. No matter how large or small the effort, it's all about putting the power in the hands of people to make a difference every day. Whether that's launching a project, scaling a program, refining a process, or in some cases, landing on Mars. On February 18th, the Mars Perseverance rover touched down on the red planet. But that incredible moment wouldn't have ever happened without the men and women of NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab. And the team relied on Smartsheet to coordinate the dizzying array of teams, jobs, questions, ideas, pieces and parts that needed to come together to make their launch happen. To give you a sense for the scale of the challenge, we're talking about over 2,700 unique parts that needed to be created from scratch. That's over 17,500 machining operations, leveraging 18 different departments, working across 12 different buildings with multiple shifts, multiple operators, and all the usual changes, course corrects, ideas, and priority shifts we're all used to in our daily work. Only this work happened to be a mission to Mars. There was no margin for error. Everything had to be executed perfectly. Everyone had to bring their best. And it all came together on our platform, Smartsheet. It's an incredible achievement, but it's really only one of thousands of achievements that have happened over the course of the past year, a very different year for all of us. It's amazing to see how far we've come. In fact, early last fall, we all gathered to participate in Smartsheet's first and largest virtual Engage. Over 50,000 people logged in to discover the transformative power that Smartsheet can bring to any type of work. Of course, that was at a time when the only type of work that most of us were doing was remote. And while it was only about 8 months ago, in many ways it feels more like 8 years ago. Today, I stand before you at a pivotal moment. There has been incredible progress since those dark days of last fall. In parts of the world, vaccines are helping us get back to normal, while some areas are still struggling mightily to gain control of the pandemic. But we are optimistic that we will begin to see people traveling and coming back to the workplace very soon. But also, work has changed, adapted, not only because of the situation we all found ourselves in with COVID, but also because throughout all of this, we've discovered better ways to work. We've made progress. And that's just what I'm here to talk to you about today, progress. Isn't that what the business world has always been about? If you think about it, constant and continuous improvement has always been the central focus for business since the beginning. It's what creates customer loyalty, competitive advantage, profitability, product innovation, you name it. So where are we today? Clearly, we're in the era that is software driven. We've all heard the bold declarations, software's eating the world. Every business is the software business. Even software's eating the world, but AI is eating software. And while those sound bites create all sorts of discussion and debate, the fact is it's software, now delivered in the cloud, that drives every aspect of modern business, from customer experience to operational efficiency to new services and products. But who has historically created or configured these systems? The business solutions, the software that powers companies and their innovative pursuits. Those with technical expertise. Software developers, system administrators, certified specialists. They are vitally important to the forward progress of work. Of course, they represent only 5% of the workforce, which means that the remaining 95% have not been unleashed to their fullest potential. Are we really satisfied with 95% of us not innovating new systems and business solutions? If software really is eating the world, we better do it with more than 5% of the workforce. But what if you could increase that 5% exponentially? What if you could empower and enable 25%, 50%, or your entire company? Even moving from 5% to 25% of your people building would be a huge, powerful leap. And we believe it's possible. I'm talking about people with great ideas, who are motivated, who want to contribute, to do more, but are today left messaging, documenting, or presenting on the software innovation sidelines. Today, the historic technical barrier of developing and evolving technology is getting out of the way. More and more, the keys to scale and innovation are no longer in the hands of the technical few, but available to those who are motivated to make change, who want to push the world forward. Of course, I'm talking about the emergence and growing impact of no-code. No-code, the ability to achieve a software-based outcome without the need to utilize code. Eureka! That is a powerful definition, right? A simple and intuitive graphical way that allows anyone to configure business systems or build powerful applications. No code. Now, simplicity is really the key to enabling the anyone part of the equation. And today, not all no-code is created equal when it comes to simple and intuitive, but it should be. I'd even go so far as to say that it should be a requirement of calling a technology no-code. And when we think about applying a no-code mindset at scale, a bigger opportunity emerges. Consider the velocity of business today, the constant change, the need for agility, the dynamic flexibility required to conduct business in a software-driven world. In that context, no-code is the opportunity for business to get the most from its people and enable constant innovation from the edge. But here's the catch. More capable solutions built by more people means very little unless those solutions exist within an enterprise-scale platform endorsed by IT and used to run the business every day. That combination of no-code and enterprise-ready has the potential to unlock something incredibly powerful. If no-code can become an essential ingredient in the way we work and the way we shape solutions to evolve as the business evolves, and we can do that at scale with security and governance, well, that quite simply is the future of business. And that is the big unlock. That is the 10x. That's what gives you the order of magnitude that technology promises, but can only be made real by human ingenuity and drive. I'm not just talking about solving the top 3 items on a priority list. I'm talking about the ability to configure, customize, refine, and reshape hundreds of programs, processes, and workflows to best fit the ever-changing needs of the business. I'm talking about empowering users to impact the business almost intuitively, because as they work, they actually adapt the technology to optimize how they work and ultimately how the business operates, innovates, and responds to customer needs every day. That's the opportunity we're here to talk about today. What happens when the no-code mindset becomes a fundamental part of an enterprise, broadly across the business, not by a select few, but by the whole company? And what can happen to an enterprise when they embrace that software with those fundamental capabilities as a functional company-wide practice? A process that continually advances and improves their business. Frankly, it's a game changer and has the potential to usher in the next era of business, the no-code enterprise. So how do we know this? 15 years and thousands of Smartsheet customer stories. That's the amazing thing about Smartsheet. We are the original no-code enterprise platform. We have 15 years of evidence of the power that no-code technology can bring to business, driving innovation from the edge, refining and configuring solutions, galvanizing teams, accelerating execution, and activating achievement across the organization. We have 15 years of market experience, 15 years of user feedback, feedback that has fueled 15 years of improvement to Smartsheet itself. As we look back on this time and look forward to the no-code future, we've been inspired to rethink and repackage an all-new enterprise offering, one that places significant focus on bundling what our customers need and use most. Today, we're launching that new offering, and we're calling it Smartsheet Advance, offering robust no-code tools to automate workflows across systems, align global teams, and build countless scalable configurations and solutions that, frankly, advance your business. It's the platform with the scale, the depth of capabilities that enables the no-code enterprise. From centralized content and skill-based resource management to scaled workflows, solutions for functional teams like marketing and PMO, and enterprise-grade security and compliance. Smartsheet Advance is enterprise-ready, IT-endorsed, and built to unlock the true power of business. It's people. Later today, Gene and his team will be taking you through some new release highlights, our near-term roadmap, as well as the elements of Smartsheet Advance. We've been working on this for nearly a year and are very excited for what it means to each of you. A more straightforward, higher value, more scalable, and more manageable platform. But before we get into the exciting possibilities on the product side, I want to talk about the reasons that drive what we do every day at Smartsheet. That's why no matter what version of Smartsheet you use, no matter what stage in the journey you're in, you're using a fundamentally no-code platform capable of meeting your needs where you are and scaling to where you're going. We see what we do and the future of work as fundamentally representing a human opportunity, a moment in time where we have the chance to harness the most powerful force in business, human ingenuity and creativity. In this era of AI, ML, data, and analytics, the most critical component of the equation remains the human factor. Imagination, invention, passion, the kind of problem solving that only people are capable of, but only if they're empowered with the right tools. That's what Smartsheet is all about and what Smartsheet Advance is capable of at enterprise scale. You know, earlier this year, an album of sorts came out called The Lost Tapes of the 27 Club. You might have heard about it. For those who haven't, the 27 Club is comprised of many musical artists who left us far too soon. Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse, Jim Morrison, to name a few. And the Lost Tapes of the 27 Club leverages AI to create new music in the style of these performers. The results are pretty incredible. The Nirvana song has the sound, the chord progressions, and the lyrical style of Kurt Cobain. It's an incredible copy. It's actually a derivative, because without the source, that original unique spark of human creativity, the technology wouldn't know where to start. Human ingenuity and invention is beyond the grasp of the algorithm, which is why, while AI poses incredible possibilities for all of us, ultimately, it's nothing without us. No advances in technology have ever been able to fully replace the genius of human creativity. That is a big truth, and frankly is what drives us as a company. Creativity is the unique power that we all possess and that Smartsheet exists to amplify and make the most of. When I think about the possibilities of enabling the power and no-code capabilities of Smartsheet at scale across the enterprise, I think about that fact. People are the most unique, inventive, and powerful thing any business has, and with Smartsheet Advance, we can harness that power and amplify it to enable incredible possibilities. So what will you launch next? Ask yourself, what's possible with the combination of your ideas and the power of Smartsheet? What's your Mars rover? Are you going to scale a valuable new process 1,000 times over with Control Center? Or are you going to build an incredibly intuitive, self-serve dashboard application for your customers with work apps, driving greater understanding and customer satisfaction? Or are you going to hook into your big legacy enterprise systems with Data Shuttle? Because working with your data is so much easier running Smartsheet than on a system that's 25 years old. With Smartsheet Advanced, it's all there for you. You not only have the power, you are empowered with the tools that every individual, every team, every enterprise needs to show up every day. Be bold and launch big.
Well, as much as I'd like everybody to be a developer, they're not. And so at the end of the day, you may have a finance person that is not a developer and they need to get the job done and they need to do it quickly. That's where no code comes in. And it's just an enabling technology for those that are not developers and that can't develop.
I mean, I'm not a coder, so I can't do all that fancy stuff. And there's obviously amazing things that coders can do. But with Smartsheet, it's enabled a person like myself who doesn't code to produce my own solution. I can see something and how to fix it or what kind of process to put in place to get an effective process going. But if I have to wait for a coder to do that, it's a long process.
Leaders are getting it. They're saying, why are we spending money on these big expensive tools and hiring all these people to develop elaborate code when we have simple tools that might actually do the trick? Let's save those big complex tools for the really big complex problems. But there's this kind of layer in the middle where people can solve their own problems and still be very productive without having to ask for the big complex tools to do the work. And I think that's where this no code, low code type pieces come in.
We need a way for people to express their potential in projects. We need a way for people to execute in that way of projects. And we also need a way for PMOs to stay on top of these massive volume of projects without needing an extensive amount of setup and IT involvement. So I think that's where it's going to get interesting. A massive increase in the number of projects, and eagerness for people to get started with managing their projects and the portfolios of projects, and a way to enable it all to happen.
The most important thing for me in return to office is having systems that are flexible, that I'm able to change on a dime as soon as someone tells me, hey, we have a new need.
The more that we can use our tools so that people can have information as opposed to having to have everybody on the phone all the time, I think that's what can really kill you. 10,000 video conferences.
IT is telling us they want more data governance, they want more visibility of data, they want to own the data. So that's one thing I need Smartsheet to really make sure that I can continue to use it everywhere I want to use it.
You have to operate globally, you have to operate rapidly, you have to operate strategically. And to do so, you need the right tools in place. We need the right digital asset management tool in place. We need to manage for compliance. We need to ensure that we have the adaptability necessary for the regions to be as effective as possible, yet manage brand consistency.
Sometimes we can create problems for IT because we need to move a really large video file. And if we don't have a solution at our fingertips that's going to be able to get that feedback that we need to get that edit approved and over to content and communications to post on social, then it's not going to happen and we're going to find a workaround. So IT, please love us.
Erin is needing us to jump in and execute something for her team to leverage very quickly. We look to the cloud and SaaS-based solutions that have strong security built into them to do this. That really lowers our effort on the IT side to execute Aaron's applications quickly.
I love IT. I respect IT, and I know they've got a lot on their plate. So needing something or needing a solution isn't reliant upon them coming back to us and saying, yes, you can go now.
We have the correct tools already in place. What we do not have is the interconnection between those tools and how to use those tools efficiently.
One thing that I've learned in this last year that I've really kind of implemented a lot of these innovations and kind of operationalized some of these process improvements is that legacy systems is really difficult to kind of not only just plug into, but also to change. And so I think it's really important to be able to continue to build on these systems that can integrate fully so that you're able to pull some of that information that you don't know that just needs to be automated.
You know, we had a lot of different systems and a lot of different tools, and a lot of different departments were using these tools, you know, separately. And really where we were able to, you know, be so much more efficient and collaborative and have best in class program management and execution was, you know, a full on adoption of the same tool and the same tech.
What I think success actually looks like is empowerment. Empowerment of the end user to have the data when they need it, how they need it.
Keep being a very easy to use tool for just about anybody to get their hands on.
You can really unleash the creativity of how can I link this, or how can I do that, or how can I improve this? How can I pull from that?
Data is the new oil, but really at the end of the day, it's I want my data how and when I need it.
Our customers have always been attuned to the pulse of what's next, what's needed, what's required to push not only themselves, but their businesses forward. And we're here to meet those needs. Mark talked about the dramatic increase in productivity that happens when no code goes from being used by a select few to a fundamental part of your business, something he referred to earlier as the no-code enterprise. And no platform is better positioned than Smartsheet to help usher in the next era of business. So as you and your organization start the journey towards building a no-code enterprise, what are the most important things you need to consider? We've identified 5 themes that have emerged from conversations with thousands of customers. The first, and arguably the most important, is you need to deliver truly modern and engaging experiences. Next, you need to be able to execute at scale. You have to make sure the tools and platforms you deploy support where your business is today and where you need to be in the future. You also need enterprise-class management, security, and governance capabilities that are required to protect your company's information. You need a platform that provides a broad ecosystem of enterprise workflows and deep integrations needed to build solutions across your entire stack. And finally, you need a partner you can trust, who is easy to work with, has the ability to support use cases across your organization, and is constantly innovating to help you achieve your business goals. So let's start with modern and engaging experiences. I've said in the past that no business process, no matter how well designed, will be successful without active engagement from everyone involved. And that's why we're investing heavily to modernize the Smartsheet experience and make it more engaging than ever. At our last Engage, I mentioned we were working on a brand new look and feel that would transform the Smartsheet experience to make it beautiful and engaging, as well as powerful. This new Smartsheet experience delivers a more refined, elegant, and intuitive feel to the core elements of Smartsheet. Many of you have already experienced the first phase of these changes, released back in April. One of the most notable changes is a new personalized home experience that dramatically surfaces your most relevant and time-sensitive work in a single location. In Home, you'll find a section for all the outstanding requests you've sent or received, along with machine learning powered suggestions for sheets, reports, and dashboards to make it even easier to jump back into your most important work. We've also completely reimagined our navigation with new colors, fonts, and icons to give a cleaner, brighter experience. All navigation options and notifications have been consolidated in one place to make it easier to access everything you need in a few clicks. Sheets and reports have a new look and feel with more white space, updated toolbars across all views, and visual improvements to menus and icons to create a cleaner, more modern experience without changing any of the functionality you rely on. And we made serious upgrades to dashboards, including improvements to managing and updating widgets and custom colors to help align dashboards with your brand. We're really excited about how these changes are going to improve the experience for all Smartsheet users. But this is really just the first step in our journey. Over the next year, you'll see continued innovation and improvements to our core grid, card view, calendar, and Gantt views, as well as more powerful reimagined forms. Smartsheet has always been focused on no-code empowerment to enable all of you to move faster and do more. Solution builders have told us they need an easy way to package solutions to get stakeholders to engage. And that's exactly why we built WorkApps, our no-code app builder released earlier this year. WorkApps empowers anyone to build easy-to-navigate web and mobile apps in a few minutes using sheets, forms, reports, dashboards, and external content like Tableau dashboards, Google Docs, and M365 assets, all without writing a single line of code. WorkApps also supports the concept of roles with a tailored view of the app to make it easy to give everyone the information they need. We launched WorkApps in January, and we're excited about how customers have responded. Over 1,900 organizations have built more than 30,000 WorkApps to streamline their business and simplify collaboration. Uber's performance marketing team is using WorkApps to simplify and standardize processes across their entire marketing organization. Now, Flex is one of the largest contract manufacturers with over 200,000 employees across 30 countries. They're using WorkApps for project and portfolio management of their manufacturing and operational processes, including embedding our 10,000 feet resource management capabilities to optimize their talent across different roles, such as managers and managed resources. Or American Electric Power, one of the largest energy companies in the US, powering millions of homes and businesses across 11 states. They're using WorkApps to provide a more efficient user experience for field personnel. With WorkApps, field workers get a clear vision of the most important tasks to help prioritize their day. Because of this strong adoption, we've received tons of great feedback from customers on how we can make WorkApps even more powerful. We recently added support for Smartsheet proofing capabilities, so you can manage your content, designs, and approvals with other collaborators right in WorkApps. In the Builder experience, we've added Preview and Desktop, so you can review the app experience before pushing it live to stakeholders. And recently launched Transfer Ownership allows you to hand off administrative ownership of any app right from within WorkApps. And today, I'm happy to announce some additional enhancements. Many customers have asked for granular visibility into WorkApps usage. So I'm excited to announce WorkApps Collaborator Visibility to Admin Center. Now Smartsheet admins can easily track everyone collaborating on WorkApps. As customers use WorkApps for more of their Smartsheet experiences, they've also asked for a curated way to display when action is required and an easy way for users to take action on tasks right from within a WorkApp. I'm happy to announce a new feature coming in a few months called Action View, designed specifically to address this. Action View is a new intuitive interface in WorkApps that presents all relevant information and actions related to a task as a clean, well-organized list. So things like adding an attachment, commenting, or changing the status of a task are all as simple as clicking a button. And best of all, Action View allows background actions to occur, for example, updating cell values or triggering emails or workflows, all without users doing anything more than clicking a button. This makes Action View great for things like employee onboarding, training programs, managing approval workflows, updating work orders, or site inspection, to name just a few. We are really excited about how Action View is going to make work apps even more compelling for all of you. So that's some of what we're doing to deliver truly modern and engaging experiences. But to build a no-code enterprise, you also need to be able to execute at scale. And this is an area that Smartsheet has been investing in for years. A great example is Control Center for process management at scale. Using Control Center, you can automatically set up new projects and processes using standard components, easily automate workflows and reporting, and make change across your entire portfolio with global updates. Or Dynamic View, which enables secure request management at scale by giving you an easy way to control what information gets shared without hindering the collaboration required to quickly execute work. We recently launched baselines, allowing you to track how teams are performing against project plans. With baselines, project owners can easily map plan against actual dates and quickly identify deviations across an entire portfolio of projects. And then there's Data Uploader, which allows you to automatically upload data from any enterprise system that can export as CSV, Microsoft Excel, or Google Sheets directly into Smartsheet. Today, customers are using it to upload more than 1 billion rows of data into Smartsheet every month. Many of you have asked for an easy way to also pull data out of Smartsheet, and that's exactly why we launched the next generation of Data Uploader called Data Shuttle last month. Data Shuttle allows you to upload data into Smartsheet from other platforms and then export that data back into those platforms so you can create a centralized source of truth and make confident real-time decisions. We're always listening to our customers and looking for new ways to help them innovate using Smartsheet. So today I'm excited to announce some new capabilities coming soon. The first one deals with visibility into how well a process is performing. Things like process time, time to completion, and time in an assigned status. These are all key metrics used regularly by business process owners. And while many customers are doing this successfully in Smartsheet today, we looked at how we could make it even easier to get the data they needed to derive key insights. To make it easier for everyone to see how effective their workflow is, later this year we will launch Smartsheet Work Insights. Work Insights automatically analyzes business data and provides a curated set of metrics that allow process and project owners to quickly and easily get a deep understanding of how long things are taking, which groups are doing better than others, and time series, which shows key metrics and how they're changing over time. So with Work Insights, you spend less time trying to find data and more time analyzing data to gain deeper insights and ultimately make faster, data-driven decisions. Let's take a quick look at how it works. Column Snapshot shows a current state of a process with a visual distribution of data across the different stages. So things like the number of items not started, in progress, or complete. With Trends, you'll get key metrics on things like average time to complete a task compared to a previous period. And Time Series gives you the distribution of key metrics over time, like priority issues for a given month. We're excited about Work Insights and how this is going to make Smartsheet even easier and more powerful for all of you. We know that one of the best ways to help our customers execute at scale is through automated workflows. And many of you are already saving substantial time by automating tens of millions of manual processes every month. You've told us you want to do even more with workflows on Smartsheet and have asked for additional guidance on what's possible. So we spent a lot of time looking at how we can make it even easier for everyone to create automated workflows and save time. I'm happy to announce that within the next few months, we will be launching a completely reimagined experience for creating and managing automated workflows. This more modern workflow manager makes it easy for anyone to create automated workflows to provide dozens of new workflow examples that are purpose-built for common work patterns. So things like alert when status changes, or remind when a task is due, or request daily updates for overdue items to quickly get started with some of the most common workflows. You'll also find a bunch of new controls to help you sort, search, and filter workflows to make it even easier to find and share workflows across your entire organization. I can't tell you how excited I am to get this new workflow experience into all of your hands so you can automate even more of your workflows and achieve more with Smartsheet. One customer executing at significant scale is Intuit. They're using Smartsheet to deploy their CEO's corporate goals and initiatives across 150 executive functions globally. Here to tell us more is Jennifer Krieger, Senior Principal for Intuit Business Operations.
Intuit is a 40-year-old company that has reinvented itself multiple times, from desktop to cloud to mobile, and our pace of reinvention continues to accelerate. So the input goal and outcome metric framework was our ability or our attempt to align businesses and organizations to deliver on our innovations. At Intuit, we often say, repair the roof when the sun is shining. So our CEO did his listening tour where he challenged Intuit to identify the one area where Intuit could improve to achieve its full potential. This resulted in many suggestions, but one of the most important is a renewed focus on increasing accountability and execution rigor. This enables us to establish timelines and commitments, and then have the cross-organizational focus to achieve these commitments. We set out to considerably boost the speed of alignment and execution at Intuit through establishing a lightweight, clear framework for goal setting with accountable owners. Supporting this goal-setting framework with a best-in-class tool like Smartsheet that created transparency, alignment, and connection throughout the organization. When we set out to implement the input goal and outcome metric framework, one of our objectives was to ensure that it was lightweight. With a central corporate alignment framework, oftentimes it can add so much overhead to program managers and engineers that have to deliver on these critical initiatives that we waste time and energy. So by having Smartsheet be the framework by which we built this, teams can quickly take the information from the input goal framework and adopt it in their programs and their operating reviews. This no-code ability to implement reports and dashboards and sheets quickly with the execution teams enabled us to move very fast. We tried everything. And when we started implementing and iterating with Smartsheet, we found that their team was amazing in supporting us in trying to deliver what our challenge was, which is these text-heavy goals presented to many executives. And they showed us the power of dashboards and reports so that we could easily and quickly display the most key elements of those text-heavy goals. So moving to Smartsheet at the corporate level with the most important input goals so that our executives are aligned also ties very well to the program managers and the project teams delivering on these key goals. We can continue to improve and innovate on our planning processes. For example, this year, we use Smartsheet for our planning process that develops our next year's strategic goals. And we were able to, in a no-code way, create dashboards and reports that gave the planning teams real-time access to how well those teams were coordinating across finance, product development, product management. And so they really came to see these reports and dashboards as their source of truth, and even got excited in tracking their completion compared to other teams.
What a great story, and thank you so much for sharing it with us today, Jennifer. I mentioned earlier that to build a no-code enterprise, you also need enterprise-class management, security, and governance capabilities. And Smartsheet is the only CWM platform that delivers the capabilities your solution builders need and the enterprise-class security and management that IT requires. Smartsheet was built from the ground up with strict security requirements and protocols to secure your data and give you control of user access to safely share information inside and outside of your organization. Our enterprise-grade multi-level security includes around-the-clock monitoring, physical security, data encryption, and user authentication. Our compliance and certifications include ISO, SOC, FedRAMP, HIPAA, and ITAR, just to name a few. We also provide enterprise-grade administration and user management, including things like permissions, visibility into activity, chargeback reports, provisioning, and event reporting. Last year, we launched a new Smartsheet Admin Center to give IT a simple, centralized way to manage users, groups, authentication, and security. Last month, we added customer-managed encryption keys to give customers with sensitive or regulated data complete control over encrypting and accessing data within their Smartsheet environment. And we continue to innovate to ensure Smartsheet remains the most trusted and secure collaborative work management platform for enterprise IT. As organizations expand the use of software systems, they naturally increase the amount of aging and unused data in those systems. Finding and reducing outdated information not only helps performance, but is critical for data governance and compliance purposes. For many systems, doing this can be an extremely manual, time-consuming process. So today, I'm happy to announce the release of Smartsheet Data Retention Controls to greatly simplify this for Smartsheet customers. Data retention controls allow Smartsheet admins to set up policies that automatically remove sheets after either a certain amount of time or a period of inactivity. So for example, sheets older than 5 years or sheets not modified in the last 6 months can be automatically removed from your Smartsheet environment. And as an admin, you have the ability to select from time periods to define outdated or unused sheets. Admins can also set up policies to either include or exclude certain users for things like legal holds. And you can even notify impacted users before any action takes place, so they know which asset is scheduled for deletion and how long they have to take action. Another thing customers have requested is an easy way to identify and flag sensitive data across their entire Smartsheet environment to ensure it meets their compliance requirements. And that's why I'm pleased to announce that we've integrated Smartsheet with McAfee mVision Cloud Security Platform. This integration allows you to add controls created by McAfee to help protect your investment and use of the Smartsheet platform. This includes threat and anomaly detection, along with data loss prevention policies to help find and remediate sensitive data violations, such as sharing a healthcare record, social security number, or credit card information. Having a tool like McAfee enables IT to audit how their teams are using Smartsheet to ensure compliance with data security policies. Another requirement we hear a lot from Smartsheet customers as they expand their usage across the organization is the ability to centrally manage multiple plans. Customers want the flexibility to allow teams and departments to manage their plans and billing while enabling IT to centrally manage security and governance for the entire organization. And that's exactly why I'm so excited about the release of Enterprise Plan Manager later this summer. Enterprise Plan Manager will give you the flexibility to manage Smartsheet the way you're organized by letting IT centrally manage security controls while giving teams and business units the flexibility to manage separate plans. Enterprise Plan Manager is now in beta with dozens of customers, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Let's take a closer look at some of the key capabilities. Admins can validate all of their domains, discover all of their plans that exist across the company, and add them as a managed plan. Centralized settings provide the ability to create a main plan configuration that propagates to all managed plans. For example, admins can set up a common login across all of the plans, making it easy to remove access globally when an employee leaves. Automated user management makes it easier to provision users and move them from the main plan to the managed plans. We've also heard from a lot of customers about the need to control the location of data, whether it's to be compliant with regional laws requiring data to be resident in country, meet privacy requirements like GDPR, or satisfy data governance policies put in place to reduce the risk of exposing confidential information. So today, I'm excited to announce the upcoming launch of Smartsheet Regions. Smartsheet Regions are new instances of Smartsheet located in geographic regions around the world to enable our customers to comply with data residency requirements. Smartsheet Regions will give organizations the flexibility to pick which Smartsheet region they want their accounts and data to reside in. At launch, Smartsheet Regions will support new accounts and work assets created in that region. Existing Smartsheet accounts and assets will continue to reside in the US region. Users accessing their data can be anywhere in the world, and all updates, including file attachments, will reside in the specified Smartsheet region. We're launching the first region in Germany to serve all of our EU customers this fall, with additional regions coming next year. We're excited about what this means for both our customers in the EU and our large global customers that have significant operations outside the US. So what else do you need to build a no-code enterprise? You need platforms with the right ecosystem of workflows and integrations. Smartsheet has a large and growing base of customers and partners building solutions in Smartsheet to solve key business challenges. And we will continue to expand our ecosystem, give them even more ways to connect Smartsheet across their entire stack. We have integrations today with industry-leading platforms, including Adobe, Atlassian, McAfee, Salesforce, ServiceNow, and Workday, as well as integrations with popular productivity tools like Box, Dropbox, Google Workspace, Microsoft 365, Microsoft Teams, and Slack. I am really excited to talk about some new and expanded integrations we've been working on. The first is with DocuSign, the leading platform for e-signature. We know that documents play a critical role in all kinds of business processes and workflows. Whether it's closing a sale, making a hire, or renewing a contract, getting documents quickly completed and signed is a key for every business. But preparing and signing customer documents across different platforms is both time-consuming and error-prone. And that's why we're so excited about the work we've been doing with DocuSign. The Smartsheet DocuSign integration, which is available today in our document builder, allows you to seamlessly create documents, send them for signatures, and track signing status, all from within Smartsheet. Let's take a quick look into this integration in action.
If you have a lot of documents you need to manage, generate, sign, and track, you can do it all from a single sheet, and even use our built-in DocuSign integration to get your documents out and signed in an instant. Let me show you how this works. Say I'm a recruiter at a fast-growing company, and I have multiple offer letters I need to get out each week. Offer details, titles, start dates, and I need them signed and done. No time to waste. I have a template already set up and all of my candidate info organized in my sheet. To get started, I can select one or more rows with successful candidates, and then open the document builder from the row menu. Since I'll need signatures from both the hiring manager and the prospective employee, I follow the steps in the document builder wizard to select my DocuSign template and configure the signer roles with fields in my sheet. I then enable DocuSign tracking to automatically add a signing status column to my sheet. I can also drag and drop fields such as name, offer date, and salary from my sheet to the template. Once my mapping is done, I can immediately generate a custom letter for each row I selected, and either save them in my DocuSign drafts folder or send them out to be signed. As the hiring manager and prospective employee receive, view, and sign the letter, the signing status will automatically update in my sheet for easy reporting. When the signing process is complete, the final document will automatically be attached back to the correct row in my sheet. Done. Best of all, I only need to do it once and can use the same mapping again and again to easily generate and send personalized offer letters to one or more candidates from my sheet. So whatever your role is, if you build custom documents, you need to check out our document builder with available DocuSign integration and get rid of some of the manual, repetitive work in your workflows. Less work in your workflows. That's a good thing.
Customers are loving this powerful integration and have generated tens of thousands of DocuSign envelopes in the past few months alone. Please welcome Marie Huvey, VP of Technical Evangelism and Information for DocuSign, to talk a bit more about their vision for the future of work and how this partnership and integration is an important step in empowering our joint customers. Well, thanks for joining us today, Marie. In the past year, COVID has impacted every organization in ways that no one could have predicted. How has the pandemic impacted your market, your company, and probably most importantly, your customers?
Without question. The past year has made the work we do together even more important. I think. DocuSign, together with partners like Smartsheet, we're working hard to provide a differentiated value for all touch points of the agreement lifecycle. And that's something that we call the agreement cloud. So if it's something in life or work that's important enough to sign for, we really try to help people get it done from practically anywhere. And it's got to be digital, fast, easy, and of course, environmentally friendly. And I think that's been a little bit of the silver lining, perhaps, the pandemic, is seeing this digital move, happen so quickly. There's a lot of things people can't do in paper anymore, right? And I don't think they will again. So like DocuSign, Smartsheet solution is applicable across all industries, all segments, all departments. And so I think there's a great opportunity to help a diverse market of end users manage document workflows across multiple platforms. So we're extremely excited about the new integration, yay, and how it's gonna make it even easier for customers to seamlessly create not just documents, but what we like to think of as agreements. Yeah. And then to send those agreements for signature and track signing status, all from within Smartsheet, which is gonna be amazingly efficient and operationally fabulous for customers.
That's awesome. Yeah, we share your excitement. We think this is just a perfect integration that really lets customers leverage the work that they're driving and the workflows that they drive in Smartsheet, and then to partner with the leading provider of digital signatures is just a great solution for us. And we think it's really going to enable that future of work that everybody's talking about. How we're all working to enable everyone in a large company to have impact. And
in our experience, I think once people see this better way, this like highly digital way, I don't think they're going to go back. We're not seeing anybody looking like they will at any rate. So I don't see why they would. I think we're really seeing an amazing sort of step change happening.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think it's exciting to be a part of companies that are enabling that digital future. And I've said many times that at Smartsheet, probably 95% of our roadmap is really driven by insight that we glean from our customers.
Yes.
And what I'm really excited to do is as we see more and more customers leveraging the DocuSign Smartsheet integration, I think we're going to get a tremendous amount of learning that we can then go together to innovate on. So really excited to be on this journey with DocuSign and appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
We love working with you at Smartsheet, and we're so excited about this integration and this launch, and just happy to be here and be part of your event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marie. Another new integration I'm really fired up to share is UiPath. UiPath is a leader in robotic process automation, also known as RPA. RPA is a software technology that makes it easy to build, deploy, and manage software robots that emulate human actions when interacting with digital systems and software. Just like people, software robots can do things like understand what's on a screen, complete the right keystrokes, navigate systems, identify and extract data, and perform a wide range of defined actions. And while RPA is great for streamlining workflows, it also increases employee satisfaction, engagement, and productivity by removing mundane tasks from their work, which in turn frees them up to focus on higher value activities. Using UiPath, Smartsheet customers will be able to automate things like updating sheets and rows, accessing attachments, and updating comments. And to talk more about our partnership, this integration, and what it means for our joint customers, I'd like to welcome Purim Cologne, Chief Product Officer for UiPath.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Purim, and congratulations on your recent IPO. RPA is likely a really new concept for many of the folks watching, and so I gave them a quick overview in my keynote, but it would be great to hear more about RPA from an expert like you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Gene. Really excited to be here. Our business here is just to make sure that we can help drive productivity for business users within the enterprise. We've seen too many times that a end-to-end business process spans multiple systems, and in the lack of a good integration across the systems, people have to actually copy paste information from system to system to system. So what we're focused on is creating an end-to-end automation platform that can discover how work is getting done in the enterprise, being able to take that as an automation opportunity that can be converted into a script or a workflow that can be automated by a robot. Our robots have the skills to be able to, just like humans, work across any interface, any UI that's available to them, and been able to complete that end-to-end system just like humans would do it. And then we couple that with insights or analytics at the end to make sure that business outcomes can be measured and how processes are getting automated.
Well, that's awesome. It's just super powerful. That's why we're so excited about this integration and what it can mean to our customers as far as being able to really automate workflow across systems, and certainly the workflows that happen or involve Smartsheet. So when you think about it and what it means to our joint customers, what are you most excited about?
Yeah, so our core business, as I mentioned, is really around helping people focus on work that really matters. We focus on making sure we can free people from the repetitive, mundane tasks. So if you look at in your primary audience, project managers, business leaders, they spend a lot of time in updating, project management tasks, collecting data from different systems, whether it's Jira or SAP or communicating with line of business systems. What our technology and the integration that we build really helps our customers do is to be able to create a workflow that's able to automate that repetitive work of collecting data across those systems. We can automate processes that go across multiple systems. We provide native integrations to hundreds of systems through both API and native UI-based capabilities, extracting data from line of business systems like Workday, SAP, Salesforce, but also productivity platforms like Smartsheet and others to make sure that everyone is kept in sync.
Very cool. I think customers are going to love it. What are some of the most popular use cases that you're seeing from your customers?
Yeah, the Autodesk use cases are great. Prakash Kota, the CIO, was on our release call just a few weeks ago. We've seen license provisioning use cases at Autodesk where we're able to make sure that as users that are adopting Smartsheet and want to use Smartsheet across the platforms, able to quickly and easily get the licenses without having to jump a lot of hoops. We've also seen that even at just companies like Autodesk as well, we're keeping data in sync across multiple systems. So they do a lot of work in Smartsheet, but they also use Jira, AHA, and keeping data in sync across those systems is a really good use case for companies like Autodesk that are making sure that project management systems that have to make sure data gets collected across those systems is kept in sync is very useful. We also have a common heritage in making sure that we're designing and building products for business users, for end users. So we invest a lot in systems, low-code business application systems that make it really valuable for customers to be able to use our platform, but also Smartsheet's products.
That's awesome. I think it's been really fun to watch what customers build using our two platforms combined. Thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you for having me, Gene.
Thanks, Param. The shift to remote work has forced many organizations to adopt new tools to help their teams keep moving forward. One of the best examples of this is virtual whiteboarding, where customers have adopted new visual collaboration tools to support remote brainstorming and ideation, which is why we built a new Smartsheet integration with LucidSpark. LucidSpark is a cloud-based virtual whiteboard that lets teams work together creatively in real time. This integration will enable users to collaborate visually in brainstorming and ideation sessions, and then make those ideas actionable by automatically turning them into tasks, deliverables, and project plans in Smartsheet. Bidirectional syncing between LucidSpark and Smartsheet also allows users to avoid project discrepancies, keeping teams aligned and moving forward. To talk more about this technology, the partnership with Smartsheet, and what this integration means for their customers, please welcome Carl Sun, CEO of Lucid.
Hi, Carl. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Gene.
So tell us about Lucid and what is Lucid Spark?
Yeah, great. Thanks. Our mission at Lucid is pretty simple. We're helping teams see and build the future. And our visual collaboration suite is built for teams, and whether that be small teams or big teams, teams that are together or teams that are distributed, our goal is really to help them work together in lots of different ways, whether that's working together and collaborating in real time, or working asynchronously, or just acting as a visual source of truth that helps teams get and then stay on the same page. So Lucid Spark is our virtual whiteboard application, and it lets teams effectively brainstorm, collaborate, and align on new ideas, and really organize those collective thinking into actionable next steps. So specifically, Lucid Spark redefines the online whiteboard space by introducing intelligent idea synthesis. So we allow you to do tagging and linguistic data searching so that you can automatically group your Post-it notes and your shapes and your cards and ideas based on themes. This unique functionality really helps users instantly organize ideas into action plans. And you don't have to do any manual sorting and analyzing. So you can save idea for the important work of collaborating and being creative and really accelerating innovation.
That's really cool. And as I said, we're hearing a lot of signal from customers that as they've shifted to what probably is the future of work, where people are not always going to be in the same location, they really have this need for visual collaboration. Maybe talk a little bit about how you see this integration really creating value.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. And, I think for this last year, we've been all living in this new normal of, COVID and remote work. And now we're starting to think about what that next normal is when we start to go back or have some sort of a hybrid environment seems to be what most people are going to do. And, it's something we've been thinking a lot about. I'm sure you have as well. And we've been hearing about it from our users and our customers. And really, teams are looking for ways to best support that sort of long-term hybrid and distributed workforce. And you need to be able to have teams work together creatively and productively, both in person and remotely. And Lucid Spark was really built to help teams move more quickly from ideas to action. So combining that collaborative brainstorming platform with sort of the capabilities of Smartsheet and being organized and having a great project management ability makes it even easier for our users to build that future together right within their day-to-day workflows.
Yeah, I think that's what we're most excited about. So tell us a little bit about how the integration works.
Yeah, sure thing. So, from our experience, teams typically start that project planning process with a brainstorm or a strategy session to determine sort of the direction and the priorities. And Lucid Spark gives users all the benefits of the in-person planning session, but also makes it easy to synthesize all those ideas and gather them together, again, based on themes, into sort of real, tangible next steps. And this integration that we're building makes it possible to collect this infinite amount of ideas and feedback and project data within Lucid Spark, and then convert them instantly into tasks within Smartsheet. So this allows collaborators to visualize Smartsheet action items, makes it easier to sort and prioritize the work seamlessly across both of our platforms. Team members can really share and track important project progress across the entire team, no matter where they're located. And importantly, users convert Lucid Spark shapes into Smartsheet tasks directly from within Lucid Spark. And similarly, Smartsheet users can import existing tasks into Lucid Spark so they can easily visualize these projects that are in progress. And Gene, you and I have talked a little bit about structured work versus unstructured work, and really what we're doing together here is to minimize that tax that historically you've had to pay when you move between sort of an organized structured work, and then you need to go more free form and sort of ideate and iterate on your ideas. And you're really minimizing the time that you need to spend switching back and forth between the products. And honestly, we're taking it even a step further with this bi-directional sync that we're building, so that updates in either of our platforms will be automatically available in the other, so that you never have to worry about out-of-date data or losing information, or if someone actually transcribe the action item over from one system to the other.
going to be super powerful. And I think particularly that ability to move data back and forth between the two platforms is going to be really powerful for customers. Well, I think that customers are going to love this integration, and we are so excited to bring it to market with Lucid. So thank you for the time today, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Gene.
Now I want to talk about an exciting new offering that makes it easier for our customers to unlock the no-code enterprise. Today, many of our customers leverage our premium capabilities to unlock more advanced use cases, including managing business-critical processes at scale with consistency, automating workflows across multiple systems, and to support advanced IT security or administration requirements. However, until now, customers had to purchase each of our premium offerings separately, and it was sometimes difficult to know exactly which capabilities they would need as their use of Smartsheet expanded across their organization. Quite simply, this created some friction for customers as they look to expand and scale their use of Smartsheet. So today, I'm excited to announce the launch of Smartsheet Advance. Smartsheet Advance completely reinvents how Smartsheet premium capabilities are packaged to make it easier to create a no-code enterprise. Let me show you what I mean. Today, most customers start by licensing our core work management platform with either a business or enterprise plan. These plans offer core dynamic work functionality, including project management, project intake, collaboration, automation, content management, and executive visibility through dashboards and reports. Customers on enterprise plans will continue to have the ability to build easy-to-navigate web and mobile apps in a few minutes through Work Apps. They'll also have access to single sign-on and direct integration to simplify user and group management, and brand identity management and custom email domains to ensure consistency of look and feel. When customers are ready to expand solutions with premium capabilities, that's where Smartsheet Advance greatly simplifies things. Things like process management at scale through Control Center, secure request management with Dynamic View, data connections for plugging Smartsheet into systems of record like Jira and Salesforce, skill-based resource management through 10,000 Feet, intelligent workflows with Bridge, digital asset management with Brandfolder, and powerful governance and administration capabilities through our Admin Center. Smartsheet Advance offers 3 levels of capability bundles: Silver, Gold, and Platinum, designed to meet our customers' needs at each stage of their journey to creating a no-code enterprise. Let's start with Smartsheet Advance Silver. Advanced Silver includes a majority of our premium products, allowing customers to unlock additional use cases, including process and program management at scale, automating data import, request management, and targeted data access. Advanced Gold includes everything in Silver and adds intelligent workflows and connectors, allowing customers to connect Smartsheet to other systems of record. And Advanced Platinum includes everything in both the Silver and Gold packages and adds advanced compliance, security, and governance controls for enterprises that need additional levels of control and protection while running their business on Smartsheet. So we talked about the critical elements required to transform your organization into a no-code enterprise, including driving user engagement, the need to support execution at scale, enterprise-grade security, compliance, and management capabilities, the need to be able to configure workflows across your major systems supported by an ecosystem of partners, and the importance of having a provider you trust and who's constantly innovating. To learn more about how Smartsheet Advance can help you scale the empowerment of your organization and transform your company into a no-code enterprise, please contact your Smartsheet sales rep or visit us at smartsheet.com. Thank you.
Product goodness, I love it. We could not be more excited about all the new and engaging experiences now available in our product. And now, that ability to scale across your organization with Smartsheet Advance. As a CMO, I can assure you that no one knows the need for enterprise scale more than marketers. We have always been and will always be the one discipline in any business that has to span across the entire organization. Whether it's identifying and promoting to the world the unique value a business brings, or galvanizing an organization behind the mission of the company, or executing powerful campaigns to attract customers and deliver on revenue goals. Marketing teams have always been on the front lines of the need for organizational alignment and agility. It's what makes what we're announcing today, Smartsheet for Marketing, a no-brainer, because it takes what you know and love about Smartsheet and puts it into the marketing function end to end. Marketers have always had unique needs, but today, modern marketing is an entirely new, multifaceted, and wildly demanding discipline. The market of marketing demands and is ready for a better solution.
Marketing organizations are complex, fast-paced environments. And with over 8,000 tools out there for marketers to choose from, workflows get fragmented, cycle times get longer, and results are impossible to track. As a marketer, you need a platform that flexes to your style in order to deliver great work that impacts the bottom line. You need Smartsheet for Marketing. By unifying your marketing workflows, technology, and people, Smartsheet for Marketing helps you create the processes and insights required to increase your speed to market and deliver better customer experiences. Smartsheet for Marketing empowers you to strategize, manage, and execute any marketing initiative with the core capabilities Smartsheet is known for. Automate notifications and update requests so you can get out of the weeds and back to the work of being a marketer. Guarantee quality creative production and distribution across teams with clear content review and approval flow. Digital asset management that allows all your teams, internal and external, to find creative assets in seconds with an intuitive self-serve library. Assemble the best team for the task at hand based on availability or skill sets. Review task assignment details. And resolve allocation issues with Smartsheet Resource Management. And finally, Smartsheet for Marketing's leading integrations enable your teams to pair operational insights with performance insights to give you the end-to-end visibility into impact and ultimately ROI of your content. Empower your teams to pay attention to what matters most, because great marketing starts with great teams and great platforms built just for them. That's Smartsheet for Marketing. Get started today and see what Smartsheet for Marketing can do for you.
There's no better way for me to tell you about the power of Smartsheet for Marketing than through the very real teams out there in the world who are actually putting its capabilities to the test, pushing the platform to the max. I want you to meet two world-class marketing teams, launching new visionary businesses, facing unprecedented demand and that need for speed. First, meet Seattle's new Climate Pledge Arena and home of the newest NHL franchise, the Seattle Kraken.
Clearly, the people in Seattle want a team.
A massive day for sports fans in Seattle.
Their goal was to get 10,000 deposits over a 6-week period.
They got 10,000 commits in 12 minutes.
No expansion team in the history of sports has done this.
The rest of the hockey world took notice of what was happening here.
We're the city of the future.
The fans just enveloped us.
The fans spoke, and they spoke the truth, and we're NHL ready.
We are proud to give you the Seattle Kraken.
I dream about opening day. I dream about a brilliant arena, an arena filled by passionate fans wearing Seattle across their chest.
This arena is going to be the best sports arena in the country.
This arena is going to be one of the hardest for an opposing team to come into and play.
This is the first fossil fuel-free, net zero energy facility.
This building has been uniquely designed. I don't think of it as an arena. I think of it as a big theater.
To suspend that roof and take everything out underneath and rebuild it from the ground up is absolutely incredible.
People are clamoring for what we can bring. We're going to be able to bring the community a series of music that they haven't seen in a long time.
Millions and millions of people enjoy the best in live entertainment and music.
It's our time.
Our dynamic partnership with Smartsheet and the solutions we're building together will ensure the fans are with us and the seats are filled, and we're going to be ready on opening night.
to introduce the Powerhouse marketing team at the Climate Pledge Arena and Smartsheet solution leader, Sean Ward, who sat down with the team to show you what's possible with the solution, not only in marketing, but across the entire organization, who is driving for speed, scale, and effectiveness.
Hi all, my name is Sean Ward and I've been at Smartsheet for a little under 5 years. During my time here, I've had the opportunity to be customer facing, which means I get to spend time with our most strategic and wonderful customers, like the Seattle Kraken and Climate Pledge Arena. I want to quickly introduce our partners on that side, starting with Aaron, Allie, and Rosie.
There's so much that we're producing as a team just to get us to game day, and that there are review processes. There's a lot, right? There's the request form, and we were pretty far down the road with another solution on our project management for production, strictly for the production of motion graphics and video graphics. And, you know, it was harder than it needed to be. It was very labor intensive on our side of having to create the paths, create the whys, I think we were 40 hours in of training and we hadn't even deployed yet.
I hit a button and right now I get a creative request that gets fired off to our designer. So she knows that, you know what, we've got an event coming up. I'm going to have to build out all of the creative assets that support that event. And I don't even have to send an email. It literally just sends it to her and it has all of her standard asset sheets right in there. So she can just start working before I even have told her the event's coming. She can see that it's there and actually see, without having to create something separate, actually see what I'm doing and where it makes sense with given the life cycle of an event, from an on sale, pre-sale, on sale, maintenance campaign into the close right before the event plays off. It's extremely powerful to be able to see that all in one place without having to do it manually, which is what most of event marketers, venue marketers have been doing, is manually.
I think one thing we didn't even realize was the opportunities beyond the marketing solution. So we started with these very specific tasks and these problems that we wanted to solve for and have Smartsheet help us. And as we got into it and as more people saw what these solutions were, ours were opened to a ton of other use cases, a ton of other stakeholders who could get involved and bring this solution organization-wide and just create new opportunities, new efficiencies. People are banging down my door, at least my virtual door, to say, I need time with Smartsheet. I've seen what they can do. I need that to make my job better and easier.
You have a trail of who's downloading what, who's interacting with which pieces of creative. Is really, it sets your mind at ease more than I think, you know, just having it live on a Google Drive and you're like, well, I hope everyone plays nice. It's really, I think IT specifically really appreciates that.
The beautiful thing about Smartsheet is that there are a lot of solutions within the platform. And so we're not downloading different apps. We're not like, oh, well, I want to use Dropbox or I want to use this, or like it's centralized and it's a lot easier on a very important part of a business, right? Like you don't have a business without IT. And so when you're not trying to find an app that can do this or a different server that can do this or a drive that does that, you know, never a bad thing to make IT happy.
They had faith that it was a secure and trustworthy platform. And the fact that I think the biggest thing IT is working on with Smartsheet right now is their own solution for some of their internal uses. So that just goes to show they are fully on board with the platform of Smartsheet.
Can you guys all just hit on what is your favorite capability or your favorite feature about Smartsheet that really excites you about the solution that's being built?
So we have a work app and it's fantastic because it gives certain people high level access into our work through a really beautifully designed dashboard so that my GM and my SVP of booking can go in and actually see what's being placed in the market and kind of see high level where we're at. It just makes us so much more efficient because I'm not having to remember, oh, I got to send so-and-so this and so-and-so that because they're going to want to know where we stand on it. It's just so nice to be able to permission out what people are seeing within that specific work app.
The dashboards are massive. The fact that you can take an entire team's business, all of their work, all of their projects, and create pie charts and donuts and Gantt charts and sliding calendars, right? And give that to your leader And then your leader walks into a meeting and he knows exactly what your entire team is working on.
So we've created different brand folders with our two organizations, for the Kraken and for Climate Pledge Arena, that has brought all of our content together, from our freelance photographers, videographers, from our internal graphic designers and art directors. They've been able to compile all of the content, mark and filter and tag for all the different use cases we have. So here's logos if you're looking for this type of background. Here's video content from construction. Here's video content from the historical archives. And it makes finding things certainly a lot easier.
You know, we're all in this partnership, but it's been really fun. And I'm like showing people things and they're like, wait a minute, what? And then like the box office, they're like, wait, I don't have to do Excel sheets over and over and over again for every single show. I'm like, no, you don't. You really don't.
We've already had another team reach out to us and say, you know, from an internal person bragging about it to a colleague at another team. And they said, well, can you introduce us to Smartsheet, please?
I want to thank you three for being amazing partners, being on top of your game, and I cannot wait for our partnership to continue to grow.
Next, I want you to meet Overtime Sports, the newest and hottest sports media company and home of Overtime Elite, a transformative new professional high school basketball league.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. Major look, huh?
Meet Smartsheet solution leader Brian Boucher and the production team at Overtime Sports.
I am Tanya Quadra. I am the senior production manager at Overtime, and I am helping get the implementation process set up for Smartsheet.
If you're not one of the tens of millions of followers Overtime has across all different social channels, can you just give a quick overview of what is Overtime and what do you do?
Overtime is the Gen Z sports platform. So we give you an overview, a background on every single athlete that you're interested in. We give you their highlights. We give you their stories. We go really behind the scenes, show you their sneaker collections. We get you really feeling like you are part of the Overtime family, including all of the athletes that we have a great connection with.
What kind of drove you to move forward with a platform like Smartsheet from various different tools that you were hacking together and trying to bring this process together on the production side to actually meet all of your deliverables?
I was always kind of thinking, how can we make sure that we're prepared for the bigger teams once we start really sprinting, because we're just running right now. So even before OTE was announced to our team, like to Overtime, I was already thinking like things are going to start going crazy after this pandemic is over. So we really need something that's going to get us very organized.
Overtime produces a high volume of content in many different formats across a ton of different channels. And this work obviously requires a lot of planning and coordination. So how does Smartsheet really help you automate this process to make sure that you can, as efficiently as possible, take these from start to finish?
What's been really helpful is templates, making a template folder where all of our sheets and reports are already attached. So if I just save as new and I input new information, everything gets auto-populated and updated right away. So many more things are automated and we don't have to wait on other people and to hope that people are going to be doing their jobs quicker. I love that everything is connected. So if I change a name in one place, it's going to change for the finance department, the merchandising department. Everyone knows that we now change the name of this show and it doesn't get confusing and lost in the sauce. When we have so many people wearing a million hats, it's a lot easier to be able to have a process that is all on one platform that is pretty much automated.
So with all of the different types of content that your team produces and the high volume of content your team produces, what excites you about using Smartsheet for Proofing to streamline your review and approval process?
What's super easy is that as soon as they upload it, they just have to invite whoever needs to review it. And as soon as it's been reviewed, they click one button and that notifies everyone like, okay, this has been reviewed. It's good to go. Here are all the notes. move on to the next step. So it's just everything living in one place, making sure that when they upload, nothing gets lost. Proofing is just very clean on Smartsheet. And then being able to send that video, if it's approved, then you just automatically send it over to Brandfolder right from that proofing view.
As you continue to use Brandfolder over time, you're going to amass an enormous library of content. How do you really see Brandfolder's digital asset management tool allowing you to use your content more effectively as you grow?
While we scale and keep having millions and tons of highlights even of all these athletes, we'll be able to now pull our own videos. I know a lot of times we're pulling highlights of athletes from YouTube, which makes no sense because we have a huge database of all of these highlights of these athletes. We're still going to all their games, so we should be using our own content. Now it's going to be a million times easier to find those highlights and be able to implement them into our videos.
So Overtime works with some of the best creatives in the industry that takes on productions that range from TV shows to iPhone film TikToks, which you're the best at, by the way. So how does Smartsheet really help you manage all of these resources as you continue to scale out all these productions?
We now, with 10,000 feet, you can see if we have someone working on a show, but they still have like 50% of their availability left. So someone that's doing more pre-pro, but they would be able to do a hands-on edit. 10,000 feet has made that super easy to see. And that scales all the way up to our managers, our CEOs. They all have those resources available to them.
Why is it important for Overtime to understand the ROI of the content you produce when you are working with different brands, working with your sales team, and working with your production team to kind of see what was the investment into that project and then what did it return for the team?
Well, really importantly, our brands expect certain numbers and they expect us to hit certain views and different things like that. So we need to know that we're actually meeting what they wanted versus the money amount that they gave to us. So it's just absolutely imperative that we have those views, that we're able to see that we're performing where we need to be performing and that it's meeting our budgets. And then our brand and sales team is able to see this is really how we perform when we're doing a show like this, OT challenge, a reality show, whatever it may be. It costs this much money. This is how it usually performs. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it to continue doing?
All right, let's close this up. Tanya, thank you so much for coming on and telling your Smartsheet story. It is incredible to see how Overtime has grown over the last few years since your founding, and I'm super excited to see how you grow with your new solution in place.
Thank you so much, Brian. It's been great working with you, and I really appreciate everything that Smartsheet's done for us. I know that it is really going to help us in our new endeavors, especially with OTE.
Let's build, let's launch, let's do amazing together, because marketers everywhere, with Smartsheet, you've got this. And for anyone ready to get started, anyone who wants to take the next step to advance your enterprise to the next level, know we are a company who wants your success just as much as you do. Let us come alongside you. Whether it's Smartsheet University providing instructor-led, hands-on, or self-paced learning for beginners, intermediate, and advanced users on the Smartsheet platform, or engaging our channel partners and consulting team to help your organization establish, build, and implement a solution that can fast-track your transformation. Or connecting with the global community to learn from other Smartsheet users just like you, perhaps in the same role, industry, or geography. You can join weekly user groups and attend forums, all just one click away. Or lastly, visit our Learning Center to learn how with all the latest tips and tricks. Everyone at Smartsheet is here to help you launch. It's go time.
Ground control, launch is go, Roger. Booster ignition is go. Powered we are. Go for launch. Over guidance systems online. Switching to manual flight controls. Launch control, we have a go, Roger.
It's go time.
It's go time.
It's go time. And we're here for you.
We are here for you.
We are here for you.
We are here for you.
To help you launch,
Build,
grow, and achieve more.
And achieve more.
And achieve more. The key to progress no longer belongs to a select few.
Anyone can launch.
Anyone can move the needle.
Anyone.
Anyone
can change the world. Ask us how we can help enable you and your teams
to drive your business forward.
It's go time.
Go time.
Go time.
Go time.
Go time.
Go time. Go time. Go time.
Go time. It's go time.